I have sort of a nerdy question for Bill Condon, and I apologize in advance. We were sort of discussing the other day like how this movie might fit into your other work.
Yeah.
And we feel like there's a theme running through your films of societal repression and people sort of not being allowed to be themselves. And I'm wondering if you feel like that theme comes out in this movie.
I do. It would sound really pretentious to say that, but I do feel like I always hook into people who are outsiders in some way, who are yearning, and all these characters are. You know, Jacob is yearning all the time, and both these other two to like find a way to like live the lives that they were meant to. I won't say more, but yeah, I do definitely. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Do you personally have a favorite scene in the movie?
Sorry. I didn't hear that.
Do you have a favorite scene in the
Oh,
movie?
favorite scenes, right? Boy, that's a good one. Because I have a lot of them. I know that sounds like.
I've always been able to choose one for all of the
I was
movies.
going to say, Taylor's going to have a favorite.
Right.
No! I'm about ready to let you down. I'm so sorry. I was going to say I've always been able to choose one for every single movie. But this one, I can't. It's just, I don't know, there's so much going on in this movie, and all of the characters are dealing with their own little things. It's impossible for me to choose, like, my favorite scene in this movie. Especially, I mean, Jacob changes so much from the beginning to the end, so I mean, it's hard for me to choose, like, I don't know. Swear. Sorry.
Favorite scene?
Yeah.
I really like. I'm gonna not say none of our scenes together because I don't want to offend you boys. But I'm gonna. There's a scene with me and Charlie at the wedding that I love so much, and also with Renee as well. One after the other. I really like that.
My favorite is the
You gotta see it.
like. Oh yeah. I'm not. I think the birth scene is kind of so different to everything else in the movie, and also it's for a fantasy series that has kind of a youngish audience. I find it interesting. It goes quite far. It's quite hardcore. It's quite graphic. I mean, it wasn't doing it anyway. I was. Yeah, but there's no way to do it. I mean, if you read the book, it's like there's literally no way to do it in any kind of tamed way. So it was fun. I felt like it was really that's bad.
No, it isn't. No.
Bill, this is for you. When you were announced for this project, one of the points you made in the quote of the original press release was that you were a big fan of Dark Shadows.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'd like to know what the appeal of that was to you and what you were feeling about the genres in general.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like I was a kid and I would run home to see that show. Obviously, it was all kinds of fantasy creatures, mostly vampires and Barnabas Collins. And there was something. God, I think it's like growing up in a very intense Catholic household, maybe, or something. That makes you a little twisted. But I think it was that. But it's always I've always liked whatever vampire version, whatever new vampires come around. I've always been interested in, as I was with Twilight.
Do you guys, for the actors, do you guys kind of ever wish that this was a small independent film that just ran like on the Sundance Channel at 3 o'clock in the morning? Your lives would be very different. How do you tune out the enormous distractions and try and just do your work?
If this was a tiny little independent movie that only ran on Sundance, then we wouldn't be able to do movie justice. I mean, maybe the first few. This one is really a big movie, and it's nice to be indulgent. It's nice to shoot for 6 months with an A-lister, and yeah, sure. Like we wouldn't be sitting here doing a press conference about it. Maybe we'd be like sitting in some cool little snowy, lofty place in Sundance. What I'm saying is there's really no difference. We'd be having the same conversation, probably, so.
Hey guys, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us today. Comic-Con is all about like embracing your inner nerd. So, you know, throughout all these films and being together so much, what are some nerdy things, geeky things you guys have learned about each other?
Kristen. Well, actually, I don't think Kristen would see it as nerdy, but I guess.
I think I'm always cool.
Kristen literally only watches the cooking channel, and especially on set, it's bizarre having it. She has the TV and the makeup trailer, which is always on.
It was dismal times.
It's her only diva-ish behavior. having the cooking channel on all times in every room.
And you all reap the benefits.
It's true. It's true. I'm thankful of that nerdy. Okay.
Taylor.
What?
Taylor.
You don't have anything.
I have one that I'm not going to say.
This works for me.
I'm going to do it.
Bill, do you have any, since you're able to like watch the three of us and like
Taylor can dance and he never wants to
No,
that's true.
See,
That's
he
true.
can
Yeah.
move his hips
That's
better
true.
than I will ever dream. Literally, it's crazy.
Come on, Taylor.
No, he can move.
That's not nerdy, that's awesome.
You see how he does it though? It's so crazy music.
You're right, I'll give you that one.
Okay.
In the hair and makeup trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where things